Part 3, Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop blasting, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend Baludi Mary Smith smiled at me understated. She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin and she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out that her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she was converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. Open. Like the door on her conscience. What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snake demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shouted at him. Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with Vampire. I'm bi, so is Ebony. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was got terrible problems. And now he was gothic. Haha, I would hang out with a prep. Those in parentheses. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I lost my virility to Draco and then I started to bust into tears. Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flamming, okay? I didn't read all the box. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. The Swedes, I said he had a headache. And the resin snap doesn't lick Harry now is because he's Christian and the Christian wizard. And Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks! I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco was cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Oh. I'm gonna cry on that jizzy tree. Whoa. Then all of a sudden, an horrible man with red eyes and a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose. Basically like Voldemort in the movie. And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell of his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled, Thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexa eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remember that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude so retarded look on his face. I have telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay, I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. That's okay, he said all depressed, and then we went back into Hogwarts together making out. Walking. Chapter 10. Author's note. Stop it, oo gay fags. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort at all, and she and Vampire are evil. That's why they mugged houses, okay? Dumb bitch. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it, and Hargrim. Only today Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. We wrote a song, it's easy, write it. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrist. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a C-R-O-S-S. There's no way I'm writing that. You just did, idiot. Or a steak, spelled like, delicious steak. Joke on it. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. Yeah, because when I think of a really fucking, oh god, this really bums me, you know, fuck Philadelphia, like, oh, who needs that? I'll watch The Corpse Bride, that'll make me sad. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song I suddenly bust into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, and even if he did go on with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking poser muggle bitch? See, is that out of character? I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. There's a lot of crying going on there. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all firing. I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely. Even more crying. See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset, and we'll see why. Ebony Draco was found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists, which apparently, whatever. Find out next time on part 4, the thrilling conclusion to him dying of something that he shouldn't be able to die from. See you, Bert.